Hello, people of the internet, and I've only just decided that I want to make this video, and I am British, and I know many people have probably already heard that there was a terrorist attack in London earlier today, and 4 people have been confirmed dead, or so the news says. So far there's just been so many people supporting those who have tragically lost loved ones in this event, and I think this is actually the first terrorist attack in London that I actually remember. It's like, I know there was, that's the only terrorist attack I know of in Britain, and like after Paris and all that, everyone was going, oh, it's going to happen here next, it's going to happen here next. Thing is, that's what my nan always said, but I didn't expect it at the same time. It's like, you knew, it's like everyone's saying, oh, it's going to happen here next, and then it happens, and then you realise how unprepared or how unexpected it is, and it is kind of terrifying because you don't know who they are, you don't know what they're going to do next. But more troubling, you don't know how the British people are going to act now. Because a lot of people just assume that terrorists are all Muslims and all Muslims are terrorists, and it's kind of worrying about how people are now going to portray Muslims in their community, and it's not fair. It's not fair. We just need to love and tolerate people. It's in no fairness. It's just religion overall. If you look at them carefully, they're all the same. I don't see why people are, fight over it. They're all the same. There's just a god, whatever they call that god, and they all have what's going to happen when they die. They all have their own version of heaven. They all have their own version of hell. And why can't we just all tolerate each other to stop this nonsense? I honestly don't know what else to say. It's these terrorist attacks, well, that's happening all over the place, and then everyone just brands all Muslims as terrorists, and even if they've done nothing wrong, it's wrong and quite frankly annoying. So now this happened in London, we need to unite as a country. We need to get together. We need to stand strong against this. I was just looking through Facebook, and the post that made me want to do this video was the fact that there was some school children in Parliament whilst they was trying to sort this out, when it was like as they were locking down the thing to keep people safe, and the children were singing songs, and it's one of the, and people have been saying it's the most British, how beautifully British that is. But the thing is, do we really want young kids to be growing up in a society when we all brand a particular religion for being something and claiming that they're responsible for this particular attack or event? It's not right. It's like, we should learn just to tolerate each other. We are one country, and Brexit is happening. We need to be together more than ever during this time. Like, Britain is finally becoming is separating from the European Union. There's the attack in London. Then they got in America. There's Trump. It's just getting. I honestly don't know anymore. The world. Things were so much simpler when I was younger. It's like everybody was human, just do whatever, all friends, happy. But over the years, it's just kind of got out of hand. Everything has kind of crumbled. And there's so much hate now. There's too much hate. And in all fairness, it's just going to continue until we all learn to accept each other for who they are, for who we are. Everyone's different. We need to deal with it. We need to buck up and just accept. So, my condolences to anyone who knows anyone who was died or been injured in the London attack. Our thoughts, everyone's thoughts are with you, and let's hope nothing worse happens. Fingers crossed. So, I hope you all have a good day, people, and I bid you a good night.